So we're taking this opportunity to go out for our final days out, aren't we, before the lockdown starts?
2 days left.
2 days left.
Yeah.
And the much promised sunshine has arrived, although it's a bit blustery. So what's your thoughts on the latest lockdown then?
Two minds, because I can see the need to lock down where the virus is getting out of control again now, and they don't want the hospitals to be overloaded. But that doesn't apply to all of the country.
Yeah.
But whether that means the rest of the country is going to be heading that way if we don't do something now, then if that's the case, then I agree with it.
Total gridlock. Bridge must be open.
I guess so.
So we're just turning into Marine Parade at Seaford now. A little bit rough on the beach today, isn't it, Bunny?
Just a bit. We're going to get covered in sea salt if we go
Yeah,
forward on
probably
there.
will, won't we? It's very blowy down here today, so we're looking for a little bit of shelter.
We made it.
Rather than park facing out to sea, we've opted to park behind these little beach huts. Is this the weather we were promised?
Not what it was like when we were at home. It was lovely and warm at home. We thought we'd go for a nice walk, and we get down here and it's blowing a gale.
Yeah, but it's sunny though, isn't it?
Well, the sun has just come out again, so that makes it a bit better.
Oh, the police are patrolling, getting ready for lockdown, look. We've been doing lots of experimentation with microphones, and I think we've perfected it. What do you think of this? Even though you're not on holiday, it just gives you that holiday feeling, doesn't it? Don't give up the day job, Ken. We're going to try this upside down tip that we've just been given by, what's the gentleman's name?
Lugs Brannigan.
Lugs Brannigan just told us this wonderful life hack of storing your tins upside down so that when you open them, all the contents fall out easier. Okay, so what's for lunch?
So we're having some soup and beans for lunch. So we have country garden vegetable soup and some mixed beans that we bought in Ireland.
Yep. And
some homemade bread.
Homemade bread. It's only a runny soup.
Yes, so this will come out anyway.
Yeah.
It probably didn't need to be upside down. So in here we've got Dutch brown beans, chickpeas and haricot beans.
This looks a bit more difficult to cut than normal. Is it still a bit frozen?
Yep.
Well, what we do then is we just toast it in the Ridge Monkey. So Carol's bread is still frozen. Makes a loaf of bread and then you freeze half of it. Right, the bread's on the Ridge Monkey and outside the seagulls are hovering. So we're both testing radio mics today, but I'm finding that they're far too sensitive to all the little sounds you don't really need. This will warm you up.
Very tasty.
The bread turned out fine once it's been toasted. Right, all the washing up is done. It's pretty blooming cold out here, I'll tell you. Stiff old breeze, biting cold. These beach huts look absolutely beautiful with a bit of sun on them. Up ahead is a Martello tower, and they were designed with incredibly thick walls and one cannon that could fire in 360 degrees. So the Martello Tower Museum isn't open today. That doesn't surprise me. Not much business going on in the cafe takeaway today. So we're going to keep on walking west, but as you can tell by the grimace on my face, it's not particularly nice today because it's so cold. Across the water, we can just about make out the town of Newhaven. This young seagull is stamping its feet, looking for prey, but it hasn't worked out that this is actually just a puddle and it needs to get down to the beach. Big storm out there. A little ship going straight into it. Right, time to get back to the van. This is far too cold. So it got too cold for me at this point, and I decided to go back to the van. But Carol was made of sterner stuff and continued on with the walk. Whoa. These magnets off. Okay, that is blooming cold out there. And that wind is getting stronger. So I'm going to get all this clobber off. Anyone think it's winter? Anyway, that's better. Nice and cosy in the van. All right, I'm going to have a little bit of a warm up. And we'll get some heat in here. Green light's on, so that means the heat's coming out now, nice and toasty. Got a little bit of rain on the window now. As expected, there's quite a lot of people down here today, mostly sitting in their cars, just looking out towards the sea. There's a very nice walk to be had up on those cliffs, but not today. Not really sure what these heavy plant vehicles have been working on, but there's lots of tracks along the beach. This is as far as the promenade goes, and we're looking east towards Eastbourne. And I don't remember these concrete caissons being here before. That's quite a view when the sun breaks through. And look how close to the edge that fortification is now resting. So, how was your walk, Charlie?
It was very blowy.
Yeah.
But it was fine. One direction you got the wind right in your face, which made your eyes water.
Yeah.
The other direction it was fine. And it was nice when the sun was out.
Yeah. Did you get caught in any rain? Because it started raining here.
A few spots, but nothing much.
Okay, time for a cup of tea and scones. Silver mug is for the tea bags, and it's also my shaving cup. I think the mics are working now. So we've had a problem with these cups, haven't we? What's the score?
Well, sometimes when you go to drink yours, it somehow leaks tea everywhere.
Yeah.
So we're not sure why. So I'm going to make sure I put this lid on properly. So first of all, I'm going to open the flap so that the air can get out, the hot air. Twisting it on tight as far as it'll go, and then I'm shutting it.
Yeah.
So we'll see if when you open that now, if that works.
Okay. Thanks very much.
I hope these are defrosted.
It'd be full show if they were.
Yeah.
Rocks.
Homemade fruit scones.
Yeah, lovely. That'd be fine.
Yeah. Shows how cool it keeps in that cupboard.
Yeah, it does. You can't beat plenty of butter.
This one's yours because you like lots of butter.
Yeah, I do. Sort off the windscreen. Right, lights on. 2 cars coming, can't go. Here comes my chance. Go in.
The reversing camera has started working again.
Shit. It's a mind of its own, doesn't it? Right. Away we go. The sun is about to go down. So we got one more day to go before lockdown. So hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to come out again and make the most of that day. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, then hit the subscribe button for more adventures from the Little Red Camper.